The sun, our life-giving star. Without it, Earth would be nothing more than a frozen rock drifting through space. But what if, one day, the sun suddenly vanished, replaced by a black hole? Would Earth get sucked in? Would we be doomed instantly? Or would something even stranger happen? Let's find out. First, let's address the obvious question. Could our sun actually turn into a black hole? The answer is no. Black holes form when massive stars, at least 20 times bigger than the sun, explode in a supernova, collapsing under their own gravity. Our sun, on the other hand, is far too small. Instead of becoming a black hole, it will expand into a red giant, shed its outer layers, and leave behind a white dwarf, a tiny, dense core about the size of Earth. But let's say, somehow, a mysterious force swapped our sun with a black hole of equal mass. What would happen to Earth? Contrary to what you might expect, Earth wouldn't get sucked in. That's because a black hole doesn't pull in everything like a cosmic vacuum cleaner. It only affects objects that cross its event horizon, the invisible boundary beyond which nothing can escape. Since this new black hole would have the same mass as the sun, Earth's orbit wouldn't change at all. We'd continue circling it as if nothing had happened. But something else would change, something far more terrifying. The moment the sun is replaced, the first thing we'd notice is darkness. Since light takes 8 minutes to reach us, we'd still see the sun shining for a short while. But then, total blackness. The sky would turn pitch black, with only the stars remaining. Without sunlight, photosynthesis would stop. Plants would begin to die, followed by the animals that rely on them, including us. But that's just the beginning of our problems. Without the sun's warmth, Earth would rapidly cool. Within a week, global temperatures would drop to minus 17 degrees Celsius, 1 degree Fahrenheit, colder than the coldest parts of Antarctica. Within a year, Earth's average temperature would plummet to minus 73 degrees Celsius or minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The oceans would freeze over, leaving only a few pockets of liquid water deep below the ice. But Earth wouldn't immediately become a frozen wasteland. Heat trapped underground and deep-sea vents could keep some areas warm for thousands of years. Microorganisms and deep-sea life could survive. But humans, not for long. A black hole has one special property the sun never had: extreme gravity. While Earth's orbit wouldn't change, nearby objects would behave very differently. If a passing asteroid or comet strayed too close, it would be stretched and torn apart by tidal forces before spiraling into the black hole. Even time itself would be affected. If you somehow managed to get close to the event horizon, time would slow down for you compared to someone watching from Earth. You could age significantly slower than the rest of humanity. But despite all these changes, the black hole wouldn't radiate any light. Or would it? Black holes don't emit light, but they can glow. If the black hole started pulling in space debris, gas, or even the remains of the frozen Earth, it could form an accretion disk, a swirling ring of superheated material that glows brighter than the sun. For a while, this could provide a temporary source of light and heat. But eventually, as the disk fades, Earth would be left in total darkness forever. If humanity had time to prepare, could we survive? The best chance for survival would be deep underground or in submarine cities, where geothermal heat could keep us warm. We'd need artificial light to grow food, and nuclear or geothermal energy to power our civilizations, but this existence would be harsh, resources would be limited, and Earth's ecosystem would collapse. Over thousands of years, our species might evolve, adapting to life in eternal darkness. Or we might leave Earth altogether. With Earth dying, humanity would have one final option: escape. Scientists have already identified nearby exoplanets in the habitable zone of other stars, like Proxima Centauri b, just 4.2 light-years away. If we could develop fast enough spacecraft, we might be able to abandon Earth and start over on a new world. But even if we succeed, we'd always be left with one question: who or what replaced the sun with a black hole in the first place? And if they can do that, what else can they do? The sun is what makes life possible. Without it, everything we know would change. But black holes are just one of the many cosmic forces that could reshape our world. So, what other dangers are lurking in the universe? If you want to keep exploring, subscribe to Stellar, because in the vastness of space, nothing is certain.